striped
New
up
York.
stand.
Oh my God! Really?
New
No.
York City.
How does
I'm
it
sorry.
feel?
I had to help him out. I had to show him some
Hey,
love. Show him some love. All
for
right, you
sure, for
ready to go?
sure. Yeah,
Let's
we
do
ready.
this. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Leave It on the Court podcast with your host, Shay Dines, with my little bro, Jan S., where we talk NBA basketball, everything basketball. Of course, I need everybody to go to that YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Also, check us out on X, TikTok, Facebook, and all the platforms that you need to check us out on. Man, this is going to be our little season finale episode right here. We're going to talk about what's going on. I'm going to let my brother give the subjects, of course, as always. But we're going to take a break after this for about a week. Give us some downtime. It's been a long season. I'm saying my brother got a lot going on, got grandbabies and all this stuff. And, the editing process, he does all this stuff. So, I'm going to give him a little breather after we drop this episode. Let him breathe, enjoy his family and stuff like that. You feel me? And I also got other things going on myself. So we're going to get this about, a week before we come back on and let the championship breathe for a minute, find out some other things going on and stuff like that. With that being said, though, Brody, what we got going on today?
So, of course, we got to talk about the NBA Finals and what just happened. We're going to talk about possible offseason moves, but we're going to start this episode off actually talking about a season recap and all that's been going on. Now, I'm going to just blurt out a couple of notes from the season and what happens. And if you feel compelled to, stop and just give me your thoughts on them, big bro. As soon as you come back from wherever you're coming back from. So I'm going to start the season recap off with VJ Edgecombe, actually. VJ Edgecombe drops 38 points in his season debut.
Mm-hmm.
Had a person like me thinking that we might be seeing the best rookie out of what you would call the big three, the Cooper Flags, Conk and Nipples, and Ace Bailey over in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
VJ Edgecombe drops 38. Then also in the season debut, Wembanyama makes Anthony Davis look like a little girl out there when he dropped 44 points, 15 rebounds on 8 blocks. Bro was calling me talking about it worked. It worked. It came to fruition. The Monks, KG, something with Jamal Crawford, it worked. And I was thinking this is probably the greatest basketball player I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
What else happened this season?
Let me chime in on the VJ Edgecombe thing. I actually thought we were seeing the second coming of D Wade when I seen this dude. He was explosive, he fast, he had the mentality, he got the attitude, he has everything. It's just consistency. This is the only thing he needed to work on, is being able to deliver these 25 points a game, 30 points a game. He could have been an easily 20 to 22 points a game player if it was more consistent. I also think playing in the offense where you got another guard who shoots at a high volume, it's hard for you, and he plays in the same areas you play in. It's kind of hard because they exactly pretty much the same type of player, except for Maxey got a little more range.
Mm-hmm.
So far as three, VJ's range came on later on, but it's hard to have two guards that are basically the same person and play it outside of if you had two shooting like via like Steph and Clay.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit easier because it's more spreading the ball out instead of slashers. These two dudes are slashers, Maxey and Edgecombe. So it's hard to have two slashers because it clogs the paint and then it turns into ISO basketball, your turn, my turn basketball. So they're going to have to, somebody's going to have to develop a jump shot in order for it to really work out how it could work out. He's going to have to become more of a three-point shooter, or Maxey's going to have to become more of a three-point shooter for that to work out. But, yeah, I had the same sentiments when I seen VJ. I was like, oh, my God, it's D-Wade Part 2. It's going down.
Nico Harrison was fired as the Mavs GM. That happened this year. That was a spectacle. That was
We
kind
saw
of
that,
a
man.
everybody. Yeah, everybody saw that coming.
It was only way he could have saved himself if street clothes actually wore hoop clothes. That was the only way he was going to be able to be saved as a GM in any capacity. Because once he let go of Luka, 28, 26, whatever, however old he is, superstar, not just a regular guy, a superstar. And then you not only that, you send him in your division and to the Lakers. Like, is this for basically nothing when you getting 5 picks for Mikal Bridges? The stuff that you got back for Luka was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, you made your coach look bad because you didn't inform him. It's just so many things that caused a domino effect with that. So yeah, that was the writing was on the wall. The moment Anthony Davis had that good game, in the middle of that good game, he got hurt. It was a wrap.
It was a wrap. Did Dejounte Murray return after an Achilles tear to the Pelicans? I was actually at that game. I got to
Mm-hmm.
see the against my Warriors. Um, Anthony Davis was traded, and Jason Kidd was fired from the Dallas Mavericks.
Mm-hmm.
Bron Streak.
Domino
Yep.
effect, and Nico.
Domino effect. Uh, LeBron's streak of 1,297 games of scoring over 10 points ended this season on a
New York City.
on a game-winning assist to Rui Hachimura. Chris Paul was cut from the LA Clippers on what
It's
we thought would have been his farewell tour.
in a messed up way. I feel like that Chris Paul um, got disrespected, like for real.
Oh yeah, oh
I'm
yeah.
like somebody on the court. You don't you don't cut a guy who actually put you in a position to be able to be who the Clippers are. If that Lob City doesn't come about, there is no Steve Ballmer. There is none of this stuff that the Clippers, the new stadium or new whatever, without Chris Paul. So for him to go out like that was sad. Chris Paul is one of my favorite point guards. You know, I'm saying the point guard. I really truly believe that he was that. I've seen him literally lead teams to either Western Conference Finals, our finals, as the same type of height as Jalen Brunson. This dude was a dog, and you know how much I love dogs. And he was a dog on both ends. I don't care about the little fouls and little stuff like that. That's basketball. It's part of basketball. Have an attitude and not coming to be everybody friends. That's basketball. That's how you're supposed to be when you're on the court. I'm more of a Westbrook mentality type person when I walk in the gym. We cool. We eat dinner afterwards. Right now, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying?
You just get down to business.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm finna try to kill you on this court. I don't care how much we cool or whatever. My job is to embarrass you, like straight up. And I take my job very serious. So I love those type of dudes. And Chris Paul is one of them dudes that actually did it at a high level, would come in there and really like, I don't like you, whoop your ass, and then shake your hand. That's my kind of guy.
Chris Paul would have been best served in San Antonio for sure. We saw then what would later be a preview of the NBA Finals, seeing the San Antonio Spurs versus the New York Knicks in the NBA Cup championship, where the New York Knicks won.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else? What else?
Precursor. A precursor. That was the precursor, I guess. So what we
Yeah,
ended up seeing at the end of the season, that Cup championship was kind of like the Knicks putting everybody on notice, and I guess we missed the notice.
that was dope because we did actually got to see a precursor. That was cool.
Oh, before you continue, we got a lot of comments in there that we gotta check. Please check out some of them comments.
All right, for sure, for sure. Man, we do have a lot of comments. Knicks, baby. Knicks at 5. I'm here for the Knicks. I don't care about nothing else, Knicks. F them picks. Oh, man. Off from the Knicks, baby. Can't wait to get on. Heck yeah, bro. It was early. He was early on the best. Blocker for that sports. You scared to get on. I think VJ's a star, but the stamina wasn't there. He was tired. He was tired toward the end of the Sixers run for sure. Uh, no one thought it was going to be. No one thought it was going to happen. They needed to put some respect on the Knicks. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I don't care about nothing but the Knicks. Notice the trend of you saying Anthony Davis. That dude got handed off like a football. Let's be honest. A lot of folks didn't like CP3. Would like to see him go out better. CP3, one of the best to ever do it. Still not my favorite player. Everybody but me. Okay, for sure, for sure. Yeah, them comments is active. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Appreciate the comment. Love.
Mid-January, Trae Young was traded to Washington Wizards along with Anthony Davis. Um, CJ McCollum got traded to Atlanta along with Corey Kispert. Jimmy Butler tears his right knee up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
much ends the Warrior season.
basically, pretty much. James Harden was traded to Cleveland. That was a blockbuster.
Sparked a season, but we saw the James Harden that we always see in the playoffs, up and down. Don't show up in the crucial games. Donovan Mitchell pretty much did what he does. Shows up when it's too late. He's like the cavalry that shows up after everybody's dead.
um,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like his dudes on the ground, like, oh, there goes the horns. Since they're finally here, somebody can take her to the hospital.
right.
They pull up like, where they at? Oh, everybody dead. Oh,
Everybody dead.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
battle over.
Yeah, that's Donovan Mitchell in a nutshell. Like, bro, he come on, guys, we gotta play, bro. It's
Yeah, we're down 3-1 in the series, and
series, and you're down in the game. It's over, bro.
it was cute seeing. It was cool seeing Coco Jones there with him. Though that was cool. His fiance, Kaminga, was traded to Atlanta. Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. was traded to Utah. And I mean, we end up seeing Utah's going to have the first pick of the NBA draft. So I'm curious to see what that's going to do.
No, second pick.
Second pick?
Yeah,
who got the first?
Second pick.
No, Washington got the first pick. That's right. Washington got the first pick. Washington ended up getting the first pick. Utah got the second pick.
Mad about that. I think he wanted to go to Utah. So he was mad.
Dame won a 3-point contest for the third time. Dame time.
Achilles are recovering still. Crazy.
Yeah, town business. All-Star game was lit until the very last game. The emojis ran out of gas.
OGs like OGs, boy.
Yeah. All that sitting down for that long. You can't. OGs can't sit down for that long, bro. Like
I kicked in, my knees is actually frozen. I'm stiff. You know,
stiff as hell, bro. Paul, stiff.
Ain't no exercise bikes out here. None of that, bro.
None of that, bro. It's a wrap. So yeah, them OGs that last game ran out of gas. The Spurs went 27-2 through February and March. Another preemptive of what was to come in the playoffs. Jason Tatum returns from his Achilles tear early, to my surprise, because I was like, I ain't no way. But he ended up returning for Boston.
Came back to proved in the podcast. I said that he should have took the Kevin Durant route. Just let Jalen have his shine, man. Just let Jalen do what he was going to do and how he was going to end up in the playoffs. Let him end up how he was going to be in the playoffs. I told everybody that he came back too fast, that it would haunt him later on in the playoffs, and sure enough, it did. That's not an injury you come back in that amount of time. That is a 2-year injury. I don't care what anybody say. You can try. Kevin Durant has took out of all Achilles injuries, Kevin Durant has took the best approach to it. He took the full 2 years off. Hey, yeah, your name might suffer a little bit or whatever. Your money ain't going to change. So that's all that really matters at the end of the day after all is said and done when you're a champion. So He should have took the time, came back later instead of earlier. He probably would have did the little run he had during the first part of the playoffs. He would have did it in the second half of the playoffs and probably would have proved better for the Boston Celtics. So that was a dumb move from Jason Tatum.
Paul George. Paul George ended up being suspended 25 games for basically taking psychotic meds or antidepressant meds. The NBA was involved in the gambling scandal where Chauncey Billups ended up being taken into custody, along with Damon Jones and Terry Rozier,
which is crazy because Chauncey doesn't even feel like or seems like to be the type of dude that even would come like that. Pause. Like, you feel me? Like, that's crazy. Like, I'm truly disappointed because Chauncey has been known to be an ambassador of the league, an ambassador of black players. And for him to go like this is crazy. Damon Jones a snitch. I don't really like the fact that these dudes are already millionaires or 100,000aires and doing this to people who don't really make the kind of money or see the type of money they do. That's really where I fall on that. It's like at the end of the day, that was some whack bull crap. They should have never did that. That was something that's a sucker move. You know what I'm saying? When you get the kind of money or half the kind of money you've had or half, there's no reason you're trying to get over on people who work hard for their money. You know what I'm saying? Especially regardless of the fact, as long as you represent, you're going to get paid regardless because you're going to get paid for being an endorser of what's going on. So you don't even have to do that because you're going to make money on top and you might make money gambling. So it was a sucker move. You know what I'm saying? So I'm truly disappointed in both of them, one for being a snitch and the other one for being a B.
Yeah, so far, I mean, no one has been found guilty of anything yet. Not yet, but except for Damon Jones.
You got a few more
few more comments. Let me see. Spurs went 27-2 in March, lose 4-1 to the Knicks. Murck said Brown getting traded next year. We had 4 eggs to Wemby's 1 egg. You something else, bro. Like whoever them New York fans was that threw an egg at Wemby, I hope you trip and hit your 2 front teeth on the curb. Let JB have his best, favorite, and most enjoyable season ever.
Message.
Murk, best year, just not playoffs. Yes, indeed. JB is Triple Crown winner, first to ever win NBA Cup MVP, Conference Finals MVP, and Finals MVP. Woo! That's cold. That is cold.
And 2-time national champ. That boy crazy.
Yeah, 2-time national champ from UConn.
Mm-hmm.
Bam Adebayo scores 83 points.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say haters, is all I'm going to say. Keep going.
SGA broke Wilt's 20 points per game scoring streak this year.
Minor.
Cade claps his lung toward the end of the season to limp into the playoffs.
Major.
Jaden Ivey says Steph Curry, along with other NBA stars, was going to hell.
Stupid.
Shortly after that, Jaden Ivey was waived. Cooper Flag dropped 50. First rookie to do that since
you better.
First rookie to do that since whatchamacallit.
Everybody was hurt. You better have.
I think that was since 2004. It was, Brandon Jennings, that's the name. Since Brandon Jennings did it.
And then better 50.
And then Doc Rivers was just fired from the Milwaukee Bucks.
Dun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Please don't hire that man no more. Let him go home and be with his son. Please let that man go home and let him chill.
And that basically sums up a very, very entertaining NBA season. Of course, I left out a couple of other things that happened, but those was what I felt were the major blips
I
on the
wasn't
map.
expecting that. That was fire, my dude. I like that. That's why I rock with you. That's why I rock with
Hey, hey.
you. Check it out. So we finna have a few of our guests come up. We're gonna let these dudes, these two big fans, join our live right now, man. We're gonna have our boy from Fanatic Sports Talk and our boy Murck, man. Angry Puerto Rican and the homeboy Murck gonna come up here and talk. So I hope you got your TVs turned down because it's finna get
Hey, I
all
ain't gonna
right.
lie. This was peaceful, bro. I really don't feel like these Knicks fans coming up here. It's gonna be loud and
Uh,
it's gonna feel crowded. Ah, man.
it's
But I'm
set for
happy
the
for the
fight.
Knicks. I'm happy for the
Look, somebody
Knicks.
quick, look quick. They ain't never did
Hey,
this quick. They ain't never doing this quick. They ain't-
They ain't never quick. They ain't never on time.
I'm on time today.
Yo,
Yeah,
Murk
I'm
ain't
on
never
time
on
today.
time. Murk ain't never
You
on time.
know,
Oh my God.
look, look, y'all lucky I ain't got that horn to go da 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 da.
Go
I'm
New
on
York,
time
go!
today.
Go New York, go New York, go!
Go, go, New York, go, New York,
And
go.
the Knicks are hardcore, and I'll tell you like this, we ain't never looked sharper. With Hubert,
Let's go. Let's
Yo,
go.
let's
yo,
fucking
hey,
go!
we got
Ah, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm
Hey,
Let's
excited.
go.
I'm
okay.
excited.
what
Let's go.
All right,
was I
check it out.
tripping? Angry Puerto Rican, were you in the crowd in New York? Was that you out there?
No,
Did I
he
see you
out
on top of
somewhere else,
somebody's
but
car?
he probably felt like he was.
I thought I was.
Welcome, you guys, man. Welcome, Angry Puerto Rican. Welcome, the homie Murk. Appreciate y'all coming
Mark,
up.
what up,
This is
bro?
What up, man?
I
That's what
Hey,
I'm
first
man, you
talking
got a
about.
beautiful looking hat. Yo, you got a beautiful looking hat,
Devon,
man.
I
I
appreciate
first
it, bro.
hold
Thank
on,
you,
hold
bro.
on, hold
Look,
on. Give me a
anything
second.
with this Knicks
Hold
logo on
on,
it is
hold
beautiful,
on, hold
baby.
on,
Let's
Let's
hold
go.
go!
on, hold on. I wanna say congratulations, man. I'm so happy for both of y'all for getting the championship in the NBA, man. I know it's been 53 years of this bull crap. People hating, people saying the Knicks ain't gonna never do it again. I personally didn't think I would see it in my lifetime. So I personally, from Leaving on the Court podcast, Jay Dimes, you know what I'm saying, want to say congratulations, man. That was some dope, dope shit to see. I'll get demonetized on this one, man. That was dope to see y'all come back from the largest deficit ever in the finals to have one of to prove everybody wrong. Have a point guard really win the championship. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jalen really won that championship, 100%. He had some help, but that was all about little man. You feel me? I'm a little man, so I respect it to the fullest. Y'all all little man, so y'all know y'all respect it to the fullest. Y'all already know what it is to go up amongst the trees and get a bucket on a nigga and be like, I don't care how hard you, I don't care how far. You feel me? So to see that at the highest level, bologna salami, y'all. Good
Bologna
job.
salami.
Now,
Already
now let me
straight up.
say something. I gotta say something. First of all, I want to give a shout out to my boy Angry Puerto Rican for making that bet with Josh, and for Josh not believing. And now I get a chance to see that New York Knicks logo for the rest of the year. That's for one. That's
Let's
that's
go!
for one. Major shout out. I'm so glad he did that.
Uh-huh.
So now I get to see that. Now, not only we the mid-season champion, we the NBA official champion. We would have went to the finals last year if JB didn't get hurt in that game. We might not have won it. I don't know because we had too many injuries, but we for sure would have went to the finals. And another thing I
That,
want to say is for all the non-believers, for all the people that didn't think that JB was the truth, I keep saying he better than Donovan Mitchell. I keep saying that we was gonna win one. And I like Cat, even though he disappointed me this last game, but I like Cat. And I want
Pause.
y'all to know
No,
I
you don't.
love the
You know you
fucking
don't.
Knicks.
No, you don't.
You
But,
know it.
but go ahead. I want to
Ever
listen.
since you
You
been
don't like
knowing
that
me,
dude.
Josh. Ever since you been knowing, I've been bleeding this Knicks shit.
I love it. I love
I've
it.
been bleeding it.
Cat
Hey
was
man,
like, yeah, we
yo,
didn't get him. He
I'm so
sound like
happy
Murck
you said
out
those
there. Sound
things.
like Murck.
Yo,
He's so
I'm
happy.
so happy you said those things, man. That's so dope, man. It really is, man. It's an honor, man. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Being born and raised from New York, and y'all like y'all don't understand, man. It's like you like honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now. It's like someone being a Jet. I'm not a Jet fan. Y'all already know I'm a Washington fan. But it's like being a Jet fan and someone from the Jets actually win the game, like they win the Super Bowl. People would lose their shit the same way because of the Jets. Now you guys got to think about this, man. Like I want you guys to understand, like how dynamic 53 years is. Y'all do realize I'm about to be 42. All right, I'm about to be 42. So like, man, I witnessed a lot of the trauma, a lot of it. Man, we went through we went through like 15. I just want y'all to. Bro, we went through like I think how many point guards from 2000?
Ooh.
Like think about it, man. We had Jose Calderon. Look, man, I love Jose, but come on, man. You my starting point guard? You a role player.
Stephen Francis, y'all had Harper,
We had Star Child,
Ward, y'all had
Raymond Felton.
Jason Kidd for 5
Raymond
minutes.
Felton.
Y'all had Jeremy Lin,
Charlie Ward.
Y'all had
Oh my God, Charlie Ward and Chris Childs. Oh my God, just think about those. Like, just think about that. Like, so
Charlie
look,
Ward still
man.
the most gangster Nick ever because he fired on Kobe. God bless Kobe, love Kobe, but he gangster for that. He's the most gangster Nick ever. Okay?
Chris Childs. That was Chris Childs. He a real hood nigga.
Chris Childs, that boy.
He a real hood nigga.
All right, so can I tell y'all, like, I almost want to share y'all some video. I'm gonna share y'all videos that my buddy went. So I couldn't go to New York. All right, my best friend did, and he's from New York. Like we met in New York, and he lives out here where I live at in Arkansas. He went to the game. I mean, not like to the game. Like, I have actually another buddy who actually went to all 3 games. I have a friend who went to all 3, the first 2 Knicks games and the actual San Antonio game.
Wow.
He went to the last 3 games. We watched game 2 together when you guys see me screaming and going crazy. Mm-hmm. All right. My other best friend, he went out to New York and he got to like witness what it was like dealing with a president being there, not being able to watch the game outside. Like y'all, and a lot of things I want y'all to understand, man. So I posted on my last post that said, "Hey, man, this is the first team that's ever had to deal with referees, the team, the organization, President Trump." Also, like, come on, man. Come on. Like, yo, this ain't crying. This is real. Like, the NBA literally tried to set us up. I don't care if you're not an NBA or a Knicks fan or just a basketball fan.
Yes.
Nah, man. Man. I want y'all to realize.
You talk like this. Just be happy you the champion. You put your tinfoil hat on when you start talking to real.
Nah, man. So, like, we're the first team to ever do this, man. We're the first team. No, man, put some respect on my team, man. Look, I already said it in the comments. And I keep saying it again. Put some respect on my team. I'm done. I'm done with you Knick haters. Y'all can't say shit. We are a champion for the rest of the year until the year starts. Until the next year.
Let's go.
So y'all put some respect on the New York Knicks, because we are the New York Knicks.
Hold on. I gotta say something. Hold on. I know this is your podcast, but look, I gotta say something. It's Knicks time right now. I want y'all to
No,
understand.
I'm
Now
finna
look,
get to it. I'm
now,
finna
hold on,
get
hold
to
on,
it.
hold on, real
We
quick,
finna
real
talk
quick, real
about
quick,
this. We finna talk about this.
real quick, real quick, real quick.
What's up?
Look, I'm not from New York. I've been in
Yep.
New York one time.
Yep.
Everybody in my area talk about me so bad because they be like, "What the fuck? Why are you a Knicks fan? Why are you not a Warriors fan?" I'm. Believe me, when I say I go through hell, I go through hell. I'm by myself, majority of the time. But I want y'all to understand. Look, I've been a Knicks fan since the '80s. I'm talking about literally. I got photos, I got pictures of me and Knicks gear since the '80s. I watch. I've been so sick. I'm a Jordan hater. I'm a
Yeah.
Jordan hater. They tell you I'm a Jordan hater, and that's and only because I'm a Knicks fan.
Okay.
Because I had to go through
I
the
want to ask
agony
y'all a serious
of
question though.
fucking
I want to
losing
ask.
each year, being close. I'm talking about just to get crushed each
Yeah.
year.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all was the Dallas too. Y'all was
Finally,
Dallas in the NBA. Y'all like 100%. Y'all was Dallas in the NBA until now. Y'all
we
finally
work.
got it all
No,
one. But
No,
I
man.
want to ask
We
y'all
no,
something.
no, no.
Let's
We're
get
not the
back. Let's
Dallas
get
of the
back on.
NBA. We
no.
are the New York Knicks of the
Knicks.
Yeah.
NBA. You
God
put
Get
some
damn it.
respect. Put
respect
some
on my
respect
team.
on
I
it.
did.
You're
Put some
wearing the
respect on
shirt.
it.
You put it.
Check this
It's the
out. Hold on.
Knickerbockers, the New
You
York
did.
Knickerbockers.
I want to ask y'all some questions about the series and stuff. 100%. Check this out. How did you guys feel about the 29-point comeback?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I
Wait a minute.
thought we
Hold
was
on. Let
gonna
me
lose.
finish. How did you feel like it was first question? It's two-part question. Did you feel like it was going to happen? And then when it happened, how did you feel?
Go ahead, Murk.
I thought we was gonna lose. I
Uh-huh.
was sick. I was sitting next to a Spurs fan, and I watched us be down by 20 for the whole game.
Uh-huh.
I watched us. I was praying that we win, but I'm not gonna lie. I thought we was gonna lose. I was like, the NBA setting us up to lose this game for sure. There's no way. Like, bro, they was hitting everything. I
Uh-huh.
mean, bro,
At
they couldn't
the NBA
miss.
ball, at
Everybody
the
was
NBA
3
ball,
for
y'all was leaving
4,
smoke on
4 for
the court.
4. Like all the guards,
Mm-hmm.
all their players were stroking. I was
Pause.
like, what the
Pause.
super
Uh-huh.
pause. Look, but look,
You got it before I could actually say it. I
Okay,
was gonna say yo
so,
but,
pause.
so,
but
hold
look,
on.
but when we got down by 15,
Uh-huh.
I knew it was
Yeah.
a chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we got down by 15, I knew it was a chance. When we got it under 10, I said we was gonna win. I
Uh-huh.
said if we pull out this game,
It's over.
it's over. We guarantee we're winning. We're not losing 3 in a row. They
Yeah.
gave us their best shot with that. That was their best shot. That's the best shooting game they had the whole series. That was their best shooting game, bro. Everybody was on for us to come back. OG
I gotta
So,
add to
so hold
that.
on. Let
Noble.
me
I,
finish. So
I
That's all I
want.
after
gotta
you
say.
won it, what happened? How'd you feel?
Did
See,
you punch the Spurs fan? That's what I want to know.
no, I would never. Look.
Let
Look.
him
I would
finish.
never
Let
do
him
that.
finish. Hold on, Puertorican Murck. How
No,
did you feel when you won it?
no, I'm saying he was sitting. He said he was sitting next to a Spurs fan. I want to know, did he punch the Spurs fan after that?
No, you know what? I actually didn't say nothing to him because I already knew he was crushed.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you ain't gotta say nothing to crush him. You ain't gotta say nothing. Just nigga, look,
Just
it's
let the word
over.
speak for itself, huh?
It crushed him. I ain't even gotta talk shit. He worked with me, so he gotta be around me and suffer and just look at me smile and look at me be like, you know it's over. You know it's
All right.
over.
All right,
Hey,
Puertorican, your
yo,
turn,
man,
bro.
so before I even answer your question, I'm gonna answer one of your comments because it just kind of makes me sick. All right. It says that comeback was a scam. I lost a $368 prop bet. No one told you to bet that. Just to let you know, no one told you to bet that. Here's two. Fox kept making mistakes at the end. Wemby didn't attack the basket. He settled for too many mid-range fades. Okay, basically those are mid-range jumpers, fades, whatever. All right, look, man. No one told Wemby to go Hum in your head. Hum in your head. Shut up. Like, seriously, and I'm not being disrespectful to you, AMG7. I'm being disrespectful to Wemby. But to answer your comment, and when you sit here and say that was a scam, I'm sorry. Do you not watch basketball? They shot too many threes to start off. You shot 8 threes in the first, 4 minutes of the start of the third quarter. So when you call it a scam, I feel disrespected because I feel like you don't think that this hat or the championship that we won meant anything. So please respect my team, and I will give you stats. I won't sit here and actually make people feel belittled, but I will belittle some comment like that, and I'm sorry not being disrespectful, but any comment that I see that tells me that we were a scam or that game was a scam, I tell you, you don't watch basketball, because any of us, all of us, will literally say, damn right, that was a great comeback because the Spurs gave that game away. So don't sit here and say it was a scam. The Spurs gave that game away. So have respect when you talk about my Knicks. And we say it right now. We say hashtag Bing Bong. We say hashtag Knicks in 5.
All right.
Hey, so I gotta double back off that too. I want to double back off that too, because you know what? Last year, it's
a scam. That doesn't make sense.
Last year when we played Boston, the only reason why I believe that we will win is because people shoot too many threes. Like, just because you hitting, if you up by 29, everybody knows you go to the hole and get fouled for the rest of the game.
All right.
Force them to whistle.
All right, so answer the questions now, Puerto Rican.
All right. Can you repeat that question again? Sorry, man, I went off.
The question was,
I love it, man.
when you were down 29, did you think you had a chance? And then once you won the game, how did it make you feel, brother?
When we were down by 29, I got on someone's live. All right. And I said, man, look, man, they cut it down to like 18, 17 before, like, as long as they bring it down, I said, hey, man, we have a chance. And they were literally like, oh, man, I'm a Knicks fan, but I don't think the Knicks are going to win. I just don't believe it. And I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, yo, hey, man, I'm on your live. So I was like, hey, man, I'm going to get off here, man. I feel like y'all not like understanding what I'm saying. So. And I love them, man. Like, you know, we both got like all of us got off, and it was just like they were watching the game. They're like, yo, man, there's no way this team is coming back. And I never said the team was coming back. I just said, hey, man, if they cut it down, there's an opportunity. There's still a whole nother quarter. All right. I did. As you, Murck, watching that game, I literally was like, oh, man, this is not looking good. I'm not going to say I passed the extracurricular activities to a friend.
Yes,
and I looked at my friend, and he goes, man, I don't know, man. He was like, dude, I think you might be wrong. I think the Knicks are coming back. I was like, man, dude, I'm nervous. Like, this was the first time I've actually been nervous in the playoffs. This was the first time I've been nervous. Mm-hmm. And then when the game goes on and we cut it down, I'm like, yo, we have a chance. Brunson hits that 3, all right? Wemby misses the free throws.
That was crazy.
You know, and I will say this.
Too. That was crazy.
And he did it.
Like this much.
No, exactly. I can't wait for hold on. I can't wait for them to do a sports science on that shot. Mm-hmm. Like, I want them to do a sports science on that shot. I would love to see the dynamic, because they've done it to every one of those game-winning shots. They did it to Dame's. They've done it to Steph's. They've done it all. Like, I'm dying for sports science to see it.
What was Kobe's show called? The one where he was going over the plays. It was called something. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, that's the one he did with Spike Lee. Oh, by the way, Spike Lee is a Knicks fan.
Yeah, but no, Kobe, it would have been nice to see Kobe break that down. But go ahead and finish.
How did you feel
after you came back?
How did I feel after I came back? It was euphoric. I will say that, man. When you come back from that, and then what makes it fun is when you got opposing fans or just opposing people that you talk to who like, look, man, we made a friendly bet. But I made other bets too. Like, I'm not going to get into that. But, when you get into like, when you're like betting as a fan, look, man, you're a fan first. It's like, that's what it is. You're a fan first. You love for the love of the game. You care about it. So when you got people sitting there talking to you in the most craziest way possible, it's like, hey, man, we're going to do this. Mm-hmm. So that night, it was just like I got people texting me, right, like they were up by 30, and they're like, oh, man, you're going to lose this bet, man. How's it feel? And I'm just like, hey, man, time makes money. That's literally what I said. Time makes money. Mm-hmm. I never said that they were going to win this game. All I said is just watch the comeback. That's literally what I said. Watch the comeback. I knew we would come back because we're the only NBA team in history of the NBA to come back from multiple 20-point games in history. Wow. And you guys got to think about that. So obviously that resiliency, the consistency, and the thought process is amazing. When you think about how we were consistently together, you look at can I say this, man? And I know we're jumping off subject real quick, man, but I want to shout out Luke Cornett, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because every single one of the other players decided not to shake hands and walked off like little bitches. But Luke Cornett stayed on the court and decided, excuse my language, I'm sorry, but Luke Cornett decided he was going to stay on the court and actually, hey, man, shake and actually be hands. So shout out to Mitch Robinson for taking Jalen Brunson's opportunity to shake his hand at half court when the game was over. Like everybody else went. Then Wemby at the post conference, at his post conference, he goes, see y'all, never. Look, man, you sound like a little girl right now. You're mad, man. Everybody else, you seen everybody else get on there and actually try to talk and say, hey, man, this is what we're going to do next year, or this is what we're going to do. Look, man, for that and that young team to be that, I blame that on the coach, because your coach should be telling you exactly, you should be getting up there and thinking about, hey, man, you shake someone's hand and you remember that. I'm sorry, man.
Hey, check it out, Murck, we got another guest coming up. Murck, I know how you be shaking and moving. So, Murck, I appreciate you coming up.
For sure, man.
If you want to stay on, it's all good. But I know how my dude Murck move. Murck, we got Streetz coming up. Murck, love you, boy.
Love you too, man.
Stay down, Murck. Wait. Hold up. Okay. I was going to do the same thing, but Murck, before you go, I had a question lined up, and the next guy that comes up is going to also answer. Do you feel the Knicks can repeat next season?
Yes, I think the Knicks can repeat next season, for sure.
All right, cool.
And the reason, and quick little answer, and the reason why I feel that way is because all we're gonna do is just tune up and get better. The backup center for us, I forgot his name. No. H. The one that, he's gonna be better. He's already throwing shit. He's gonna be better. We're gonna tune up with a couple. Like we're gonna get maybe another taller defensive point guard. All we're gonna do is tune up, and we're gonna get better. We already got to get, bro. Our players are great, bro. We already know that. And you better OG next year. Watch him. He's averaging over Dub next year. Watch him going crazy. The new Kawhi. Kawhi.
He's Kawhi at home.
Murck,
Kawhi at home.
Coming up, Brody. You already know I'm
gonna be.
Hey, to my guy, man. I love you, bro. Next, baby.
I love you too, bro. We did it.
Let's
go.
Did
it. Hey, and you want to know something, Murck? No one can take that from you.
No one.
Appreciate
it,
bro.
All right, bro.
you touch.
For sure.
We gonna go have a drink. We gonna go have a drink.
I'm waiting on it too.
I'm gonna call you. We
Oh, we
And I'm gonna
definitely
post
gonna
that.
have a drink. We'll have to meet up.
That post she posted too about it's real quiet again.
Yeah.
Oh no, he sent me that. I forgot. Hey, yo, Murck, he sent me that. He sent me that. That was funny. He sent me that. One time. Hey, I just want to say, yo, Jay, man, you're dope, man. Yo, Jan, you're dope too, man. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for having me today, man.
Are you out of here too?
Nah, man, I'm here.
All right, hold
Cool.
on right quick. So we gonna have the homie T-Streetz come up right quick. You feel me? This is somebody who's been a part of our show for a long time, one of our day one fans. And luckily we got him to show up today. So we gotta have the homie T-Streetz show up. Let him do his spiel right quick. Streets, where you at? This is one of our other frequent guests that come on Puerto Rican. We ain't had him on for a minute.
Nice, hell yeah, I'll take it. And sorry, yo, man, I ain't trying to curse, man. It's sometimes it's a little hard, man. So I apologize.
I understand, bro. Y'all just won a championship, bro. The Knicks just won a championship. I get it.
The Streets gonna be able to do it. He is somewhere in Cancun or somewhere. He in the boonies somewhere.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Come on, Streets.
I do want to answer a comment though that's in your whatchamacallit.
What's up?
So I've been going back and forth with AMG 7 Clothing, and he was saying they randomly he said yes it does. They randomly ran away from the win instead of attacking the basket. Knicks were over the limit. I get that and I understand that.
Brothers.
Yeah, there you
go. Don't mean to break up the Knicks, man. Don't mean to break up the Knicks love fest, but congratulations on this.
Streets, I would like to introduce you to one of our new frequent guests right here, Angry Puertorican. He's a Knicks fan, and of course they just won it right here. This is the homie T-Streetz, man. There's somebody who's been
Yo, Streets, man, what's good, brother?
What's good, family? I peeped a few of your shows, man, when y'all did the interchange shows, and saw you on here before, man.
Yeah, man, I definitely appreciate it, man. Thank you, man.
Streets, how you feeling, bro? The Knicks won the championship. Were you expecting it? What side were you going for? Were you looking for the Spurs to win? Were you looking for the Knicks to win? Are you happy that the Knicks won?
So I didn't have a dog in a fight. I'm gonna be honest, no dog in a fight. But I'm a Southern boy. I'm gonna be honest. I'm from the South. So, you know, I was close to Texas. I wouldn't, San Antonio right across the street. So, it would have been cool had they won. Another one didn't go for them, but Knicks needed it, bro. 53 years, man. This is huge, bro. I got to give credit where credit is due. Mm-hmm. They earned it. They went out. They had a great season. I take some liberty with some of the season because how everything went for other teams, not the teams the Knicks faced, but teams that they had to face and how they got there. That's for another story, another day. I'm not going to go rain on the parade.
It's for today. It's for today.
Not going to rain on the parade.
How you buddy. We turning up today.
Oh, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, man. Hey, look, man, it looks like I need to get you a New York egg, bacon, and cheese sandwich in the morning, brother, because I feel like you just need some coffee to wake up, because I feel like you a little on cloud nine, so let me get you some bacon, egg, and cheese and some coffee real quick.
We can debate outside the bodega and get it on, Poppy. I'm with it.
Tell us about the run, Brody. How did you feel about the run, for real? We turning up today.
So, I'll be honest, man. Watching the finals, I'm going to go with the finals first. That was a hell of a run. I mean, there was some games, bro. Like I think Jan pointed out that it was like a 12-point difference throughout the entire series. That's a hell of a series. That's a close series. That's a grinded out series. And the comeback is legendary. That's going to go down in history. That's going to be legendary forever. The Knicks' actual run, man, you can see it. Like I say, this is the first year we got the in-season tournament to match the playoffs. That was solidified for the NBA. That's all they needed. And so moving forward, you have a lot of teams posturing and a lot of new things they go tinker with, giving new incentives and shit. Yeah, I mean, stuff. My bad, brother. My bad. Stuff.
You good. Angry Puerto Rican already.
He already ruined the
that
algorithm,
cherry.
so we good on this one. We good.
He already popped that
Yo,
cherry.
I can't help it, man. I'm hyped, man. I'm sorry. So
Emotions
like a
high.
lot of words gonna slip.
Emotions high with it. But nah, man, I think it was a hell of a run, bro. I think that, you know, Jalen showed why pound for pound he's one of the best players in the league. He's gonna be regarded as such moving forward.
Of course.
But moving forward, and I don't know if y'all want to touch on that now, moving forward, that's where I kind of get a bit questionable. Like I let the parade go on and then I get questionable.
Mm-hmm. I asked Murck the same thing.
Elaborate.
I asked Murck the same thing.
Okay.
Why don't you feel the Knicks can repeat?
So my theory, just my theory, my opinion. If they repeat, I'll be the person totally wrong. In a more stable league, repeating is done. Like the last few champs to repeat, the Golden State Warriors, Miami Heat back in the gap. The league had up and coming teams, young teams. Right now, it's about to be a lot of turnover. The league is going to be full of turnover. OKC might go out and make some trades. So we don't know what the league is going to look like. And with that much instability, I don't trust the team that got there this year not in a dominant fashion. And that's just my feel.
Okay. Angry Puerto Rican, you got a rebuttal?
Yeah.
Man, I definitely kind of do have a rebuttal to that. Like, I don't understand, like, you know, look, first off, you know, I don't see Oklahoma City actually making any trades at all. If you're smart, you're going to keep what you got. You already have the number one pick. You're going to make trades, but who are you trading for? You want Giannis? Why do you want another ball-dominant individual? There's a difference. Can Giannis play? Yes. Is Giannis great? Yes. But are you going to really make a lot of those trades? Are you going to give up? Because obviously, you know, F those picks for Mikal Bridges and we got what we got. But how many picks or how much money are you going to give for Giannis? He's the biggest free agent right now. So how much are you going to give? You're not getting rid of Chet. He's 24 years old. Look, man, he had a down season. And yes, man, you know, Wemby snatched his soul. But I think Wemby wanted to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder more than he wanted to actually beat the Knicks. And I will say that. You know, his energy, you can see it, man. And that's why they said, oh, you crying? Like, people question that. NBA players said they questioned it. They were like, yo, and these are vets. Guys that won championships looked at Wemby and was like, you're crying already? You haven't won anything. Big Tick and Paul Pierce said it. Yo, you crying? Like, yo, you ain't done nothing. You 22. Now, will you get an opportunity to do it again? I hope you do. But at least, and I will say this, if you do lose again, I hope you have the decency to have respect for the game, not for anything else. But you notice every loser always shakes the winner's hands. And it doesn't matter. So I hope that was a learning experience. LeBron James didn't do it. Michael Jordan didn't do it. Steph Curry didn't do it. Kawhi's never done it. Like, you think about these guys that have won championships and they always go and they make sure they shake hands. This Spurs team is probably one of the best Spurs team I've ever seen put on paper. And I will say that some of those guys are probably better than what those guys were in their prime. And I will say that, and that says a lot. But when you look at Dylan Harper for that team, Dylan Harper was the spark for that team. And he was a rookie starting. And what he did in last night's game was amazing. He was honestly one of my favorite players outside of my Knicks teams. He was one of my favorite players to watch.
I put him on my all-playoff team for a reason. Like, he's a dog. You can see it in his pedigree.
You did.
You see his father flowing all through that dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dylan Harper is going to be a problem for the next
quick rebuttal to that, though. Quick rebuttal. So with OKC making any trades or anything like that, to me, first and foremost, if they were healthy, I don't even know if the Spurs beat them. That's just being honest. If they were healthy, if J-Dub was playing and they had everybody fully loaded, 100%. I think they still go back to the finals. Yeah. But that's why they might make the trade, because that health with Chet and J-Dub, if depending on where you can get, you make that
I want
move.
to rebuttal
But
you.
see, but
I got you. I got you. But last part.
this the
What,
reason
what,
why that doesn't work is because Jay Will was hurt. If Jay Will's not hurt, we've all agreed that this playoff is probably different.
probably a little different.
For
But
that reason is why they don't make the trade.
my
Because
question to Angry Puerto Rican, one
they
thing.
don't imagine Jay Will being hurt through the playoffs next year. I feel like Chet, only thing is Chet gotta do the 10-man and walk the yellow brick road and find his heart against Wemby. If he walks the yellow brick road
So,
and find his heart, we're having a different conversation.
Now,
so
what's your
Angry Puerto
question?
Rican, this is my one thing, bro. We watched the game last night. Like, look, big win. I give the win where it goes. What was the biggest issue with the game? This is why I think the Knicks won't repeat unless they do something.
I will tell you, I think the biggest issue, again, Jalen actually said it. And this was funny that because I was talking to someone right before we won the game, and because I had a few people over, and we were sitting here watching the game, and I'm like, yo, man, you start off slow. You can't start off slow. You can't. JB does definitely. I will say this: JB definitely needs a two guard that can actually run with him to also handle the ball to offset him. I will say that was a really major problem, and I thought the Spurs were going to actually take an advantage of that in Game 5. You remember last week, Jay, Jan, I said to y'all last week, I said, man, I think in Game 5. We had when we won Game 4, and I said, man, I told y'all specifically, I think the Spurs are gonna win this, and I said this to y'all. Like this was me being a Knicks fan saying, hey man, I think the Spurs are gonna win this just because of the X factor. I love Dylan Harper's his game is just very different. I just feel, and I will say this.
I question the switch in the series. The first two games, the Knicks outscored the Spurs bench. And I kept looking at that, wondering what happened. Because that last game, Dylan Harper outscored the Knicks bench by himself.
Yeah.
And that showed me the inconsistency of the Knicks depth. They inconsistency of their depth
That's
is
the
crazy.
problem. Streets, you got to understand what we were doing. And if you understand what we were doing for the last 3 games, I will say this, for the last 3 games, what we were doing, we were making them run. They are tired. They have no stamina. Like, you got to think about it. Like, if you have no stamina, you have no resiliency. You probably need an oxygen.
They went back to that old Tibbs way of playing.
But there was none of that. And if you look at the Spurs, the way they played, it's really hard to say who was going to do what. But to answer your question and rebuttal what you said, to get back to the topic, will the Knicks repeat? I think we do. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we're only going to upgrade our bench better.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to take the field.
I told my brother during one of our episodes, maybe the episode previous to the last, I think that Dylan should have started. I think Castle had ran his table during the playoffs, the last game, and he ended up he had a terrible game 5. Terrible game 5. Dylan was playing like I want to win. Dylan was playing like I don't care who's guarding me. I'm finna do my thing. I feel like even though it would have hurt Castle's feelings or Fox's feelings, they should have started Dylan. At some point, Mitch was supposed to make the and
De'Aaron Fox gonna be in Houston, man.
We're overlooking the fact. I'm gonna ask you guys about this, and this for everybody. You too, bro. I feel that it needs to be more innovation with the plays in the playoffs. I feel like we saw the Spurs and Knicks run the same. Well, the Knicks kind of like switched it up a little bit.
No, we moved.
No, listen, I just said that.
I saw a few steps.
Game, we saw that motion warrior offense come into play. I feel like the Spurs were stagnant throughout the whole finals. We saw the same plays.
Oh, they didn't make no adjustments.
Over and
they didn't make no adjustments.
And over.
No, they didn't.
Over and
okay.
over. I feel like with the playoffs being the way they are, that you finna see a team 7 games possibly, if you good 4 times in a row, you should have some type of innovation during the playoffs. I feel like we need to be more like the NFL in that regards, where we have a playbook separate from the regular season that goes into the playoffs because of the fact of the repetition that you play in the team. I feel like that's where
Well, that depends on your coaching. That depends if you're making adjustments, if you coaching
yeah,
well, if you
this is
putting in
something
sets and
that
taking
you can do
sets out,
after the
shrinking your
playoffs.
playbook.
Yeah, my brother
You
made
gotta
a
know your team.
but my brother had made a point. Even back in 2005, the Spurs played Cleveland in the finals, and Cleveland basically ran the Spurs offense the whole time, and
Mhm.
Stupid
and that
ass.
made them sweat. So this is not something
That was a
that
young Mike Brown and a young LeBron.
this
Nobody knew
ain't
what they was
something
doing in
that's
there.
new. What I'm saying, this ain't something that's new. This has been happening for decades. So
But
people
we've
say
seen Rick
it's
Carlisle
not
and coaches like that come out the woodworks and like
But I'm
outcoach the
saying
other
though,
team and the other coach
what I'm saying across
embarrassingly.
the league, I'm saying across the league, there should be more innovation once you get to the playoff. It should
Okay.
be
No, you're right.
I
You're
because
think
right.
that's
You're right. You're
franchise by
right. You
franchise.
because you
Jay,
pay too much
Jay.
money
No,
not
you're
to
right.
get their
You,
intelligence also. I
you're
don't care
right
what you've been
because
doing all season. We got quarterbacks that sit up here in the league that can remember 50 plays, but you can't take some dudes that, you know what I'm saying, we just talking about the playoffs. We're not talking about the regular season. You can run what you want. If you want to run what works for you in the regular season, that's fine. But in the playoffs, get in your books. It's time
Okay.
to switch it up. You know what I'm
look,
saying? And I
look.
feel
No,
like
no, man.
Dak
I
and Dak
respect what you're
Burks
saying.
too. I feel like Dak
I
and Dak Burks
definitely,
too. They saw the same stuff over and over the whole entire playoffs.
I definitely respect what you're saying, and I'm gonna tell you why, man. I respect what you're saying. When you look at like the numbers and you look at the way the game happened. All right, look, man. I ain't gonna sit here and act like we weren't supposed to lose games. Man, we were supposed to lose game 3. I mean, no, game 4. We were supposed to lose game 4. That's supposed to be 2-2. Look, man, but no one tells your guys, and I want you to understand this. When you look at the Spurs and you look at that team, all right, and we sit back and we look at Wemby and we look at the guys that are coming up and this and a third. The one thing you want when you want to have a rookie, and this is why I'm mad at the Spurs, and I will say this because I wanted a battle. I want battles in the NBA. I want to watch more of it. Same thing that most people want to watch when they watching football. They want more of it. All right? So I wanted more of it. Here's my only issue with the Spurs, like in general. So you have a veteran who's won a ring, and you never play him in Harrison Barnes?
And
Someone
Harrison
that can
Barnes.
actually calm your guys down and show you what you need to do and help. You always got to, if you think about it, there's always at least one veteran that's won a ring that's helped your team and told you to slow it down. If you look at
I'm a
every
Carolina guy.
championship,
But I gotta be honest, that ain't never been Harrison Boyd's role.
Nah, ain't Harrison.
Not even no championship roles, not anything like that. That ain't quite been Harrison's.
Hey,
No,
hey
I,
man,
I
but
get
he
hey.
it
could at
though.
least slowed it down though. Like, here's my thing.
Now I
I'm
know
gonna
what you
say this
mean. I'm
to you
with you
though.
on that, but
Warriors used to call him the governor because he was kind of like a little boisterous in the locker room.
he
Just
was
because
mature
you
and
don't see it
stoic,
on the
but
floor
on the
doesn't mean
floor,
he doesn't carry
like
it out. But hold on, Brody, go ahead. What you had to say?
I gotta say a lot actually, but
Say what you gotta
I'm gonna
say.
try to I'm gonna try to keep it short because we gotta branch off into the last topic real quick. I will eternally hate Harrison Barnes for the rest of my life for the performance he put on against Cleveland. Is one. Two, we saw grown men beat inexperience in the finals. That's what we saw. I think, quite honestly, the Spurs, to my surprise, actually, is more talented than the Knicks were. But the Knicks were the more savvy, the older, the more experienced team, and youth is king for the most part in sports until it's not. And we kept seeing that in the fourth quarter with Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns and Mike Brown. They knew what to do. Everybody else is playing timid on the Spurs. Knicks looked like they knew what they were doing, and it showed toward the end of the game every time. Now, will the Knicks repeat?
You're going to say no.
The parity across the league, which says different. We've had 8 champions in the last 8 years. That's never happened in the NBA. The talent is really great. However, I will at least say the Knicks are the favorite. Since they assembled that team and Jalen Brunson, the new king of New York, took that contract for $104 million, left $100 million on the table.
$113 million to be exact.
And they was able to re-sign OG Anunoby, get Karl Anthony Towns, and F them picks, get Mikal Bridges in there. I said they're going to the championship. I said it. My son doubled down on it. Yeah, I think they're going to the championship. But Tom Thibodeau ran them into the ground. Mike Brown going there, clean it up. New York Knicks are champions after 53 years.
Halliburton.
You mother. Now, before I switch subjects, did you want to add to anything I just said real quick, Angry Puerto Rican?
I did. You're right. I mean, I think every single one of y'all are right. I think every single one of y'all are right. Without debating y'all, I think every single one of y'all are right. When you think about the longevity of a player, no one's doing anything like LeBron's doing, and I will give you that. But you also got to think about James Harden, and he's one of those guys that's longevity. He's 17 years. I want people to think about this.
It's crazy.
So when you think about repeating, all right, man, look at how these teams repeated. They have the same squad, all right? And
Definitely.
They've realized how to win games. And I want everybody that's listening and watching, I want y'all to understand, think about how we have actually come back. And I did say this earlier, and I'm going to say it again. We're the only team with the most 20-point comebacks in the history of the NBA. All right? For the season, this is crazy what we did. We were a plus 283 point differential for the entire playoffs. And I want y'all to understand that's crazy when you think about it, but we were demolishing teams. We didn't just smash teams. We didn't do a Roman Reigns, I'm going to smash you. It wasn't a spoiler. It wasn't a prediction. It just happened. And
they were 50 in the first half.
Yo, in that first, look, I will tell you, in the first half, I was like, yo, and I'm going to tell you how I watched first half, man. So watching the first half of that game, I literally looked at it and I said, man, I don't know. Game 5, I'm like, yo, man, this is crazy, man. Like, yo, we're doing this again. Then I'm looking and I said to my friends, I said, yo, they're winded. They exerted all that energy in that first quarter. They're winded. Shots that they should have been making, they should have made. Shots to the free throw line every time they got fouled. They're really good at drawing the foul. And some of those were really good fouls, like, honestly. But to be able to not be to score from the free throw line, when you're getting an opportunity to score from the free throw line, you don't take advantage of it. That was a 90s type score, 94 to 90. I want y'all to understand the difference in that. So, man, look, man.
So check it out, buddy. Let's get this last subject in because my phone finna start.
Yeah, I already know. We're gonna get together on that, bro. So possible offseason moves. I'm just gonna go through these quickly. Quick opinions. I'm gonna call you out by name for a minute opinion, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Possible offseason moves. The Golden State Warriors are actively attempting to sign LeBron James.
Let's go.
And this is, come on now, stop. What are we doing? Okay. Hate iPhones. Warriors are actively trying to sign LeBron James. This is from Mark Stein. T-Streetz, does Bron stay in LA, retire, or sign with the Warriors?
He ain't retiring. We ain't about to retire. It's LA, I think they say they asking for the max, so he's not gonna be in LA. It's looking like the Warriors. Like, it looks like a good chance he might end up with the Warriors, and I think they still have to build the team out. That's the team you still have to build out. Maybe you go back and try and get Clay or something like that, or bring that old thing back. I don't know, but just Brian straight up on that team, I don't think that makes no big difference, no big wavelength for him. So his best bet for me is, I say Cleveland. I like him back in Cleveland. I like that team they put together, but I doubt he want to go back east, and I doubt he want to leave LA. So most likely gonna be either the Lakers or I could see the Warriors if he make a jump ship.
For sure. All right. Jay Dons. John Moran is actively on the trading block and has been. Will he be moved before the start of the next NBA season?
Oh, he's out of here. He's already gone. He already done booked the flight. He on the PJ with his little baby gun. About to go somewhere else.
Where do you see him ending up?
I see him ending up somewhere like a Brooklyn or a Sac or somebody who's not on the radar because
Orlando.
Maybe Orlando or He could end up out there with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Him and Zion. Zion is healthy. It's a show that I would pay to see. You know what I'm saying? If you can keep Zion healthy and keep a gun out of Ja's hand, you might be able to have something there. But Orlando, that would be a big pickup for them. But he has to work on his game, bro. You got to work on his shot. You got to get a shot. Until he get a shot, he's this close to being John Wall.
All right, angry
Facts.
Puerto Rican.
I'll give you that.
God darn. Angry Puerto Rican. The Boston Celtics have emerged as one of the front runners to land Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And
Do you think
sold already?
I think that's probably a dumb move. I think you should keep Jalen and Jason together and work and revolve around them. What they were missing and what happens with them is that they're a team that lives and dies by the three. It's time to start getting somebody you can get in the paint that can actually get you some buckets in the paint, use the mid-range. I feel like the problem is in this lost art of the NBA is the fact that there's no mid-range at all. You know, like there's rarely a mid-range game. It's either no, I'm not giving SGA. Stop, man. He's a foul baiting machine. We're not talking about him, and we won't talk about the OKC Thunder, and I won't talk about them at all. Sorry, and I'm gonna say that I don't like foul baiting. So anyway, back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted about SGA. Let me explain. What I was actually saying is that, the mid-range jumper is actually a missed art in the game. That's why I love DeMar DeRozan. I think DeMar DeRozan is one of the most unkept secrets in the game because when you need to get a basket, you don't need to shoot a three. You need somebody that can actually give you that mid-range game. The one thing that does not make sense to me is trading. Why are you trading? What would you trade for? You have two guys that are on supermax contracts. Why would you do that? Like, you're trading a supermax contract for another supermax contract. Well, let me ask you, if you trade one of those supermax contracts from the Boston Celtics to the Milwaukee Bucks, what's still happening? You're still in the cap. You're still not getting anything. So you're not trading anything. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Honestly, I would love to see Giannis go to another small market team. I would like, because I think him on an. I mean, he wants to get out that East, man, really bad, man. He wants to get out that East really bad. And you think about it.
Them good teams, y'all in trouble.
Look, no, man, no, it's not even that I want him out of the. Look, I already said, man, we're winning another one, and I'm saying this right now, and I want you to actually clip this. I'm saying this right now. The New York Knicks, the New York Knicks are winning another ring, and this time, hey, man, let's make another bet.
We could win the next 10. You act like you.
Hey, man, let's make another bet, Jay. Jay, let's make another bet.
No, I don't want to make no more bets.
No, what you mean you don't want to make no bets? I was gonna say, man, if the Knicks win another championship,
that y'all actually won. So it actually is.
Hey, look, man, respect, man. Look, man, I don't care. Look, today, nobody can stress me out. I'm living on high life right now.
So here's my long shot. Here's my long shot conspiracy connection. Sacramento is the key. They gave Fox to San Antonio, got to the finals. Gave Mike Brown to the Knicks, got to the finals. When they do this fire sale this offseason, wherever DeMar DeRozan goes, Zach LaVine, there's your winner. Call it.
There you go. Hey, y'all. I really appreciate y'all showing up to our season finale show. T-Streetz, Angry Puerto Rican, Murck, Pac, AMC. Everybody that was.
If my brother would shut the hell up, I might be able to hear you. He keeps sneezing.
I would like to thank.
He got the cooties.
Showed up to the live.
Yeah, he got the cooties. You don't like the New York Knicks?
Too much celebrating with the Knicks, man.
I really appreciate y'all showing up. I really appreciate y'all showing up. One love to you guys showing up to the live. It's always love talking to both of y'all. Streets, you already know what it is, bro. You know I love you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you too, big bro.
And it's always a pleasure having these conversations with you. You know how we do. We're going to continue to make this thing pop. We just left it on the court. So, of course, I need everybody to go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Also, check us out on TikTok, X, and Facebook. All the platforms that you need to find us on, man. Once again, thanks everybody for joining our season finale, man. It's been love. I love talking to y'all, man. I really, really do.
Same.
But until next time, 2 weeks from now, that's game.
That's game, fellas.
Hey, I just want to say something real quick before y'all get off. I want to say thank y'all for having me, man. Thank y'all.
Same, fellas. Same.
Appreciate you, Angry Puerto Rican.
Go New York, go New York, go.